All right, hey guys, hey YouTube, this is Ryan, Ryan's Journey. Just coming at you with a 50 question, random questions. If you hear Jungle Book in the background, you know what's up. What are you wearing? Just a t-shirt. It says Crater Lake Company. Isn't really a shirt from Crater Lake, though I did live an hour from Crater Lake for about 5 years when I lived in Southern Oregon. Very cool if you've never been there. It's like the eighth wonder of the world, they say out there. But it's just a random shirt. I get these random shirts at Old Navy back when I couldn't go into stores and order clothes. And like I have a couple that one says a certain beach that's in LA, and I've actually ran into people while I was wearing like, oh, did you surf there, or do you know that place? And I'm like, no, it's just a random T-shirt. Actually, I've even played along with it, like, oh yeah, yeah, because the guy was so intense about it. But long story short, ever been in love? Yes, I am married and in love. Had a terrible, terrible breakup, of course. At this when you get to this point, you've had one. I don't care who you are. How tall are you? I'm 6 foot tall. How much do you weigh? I weigh. It's gonna spoil it for a couple days, but when I do my 2 days, I do my weekly update. I usually don't say, but I will say today because it's on the questions. But this morning I weighed 269 point something or rather. So, any tattoos? No, not one tattoo. And I happen to live in an area where everybody has tattoos. But no, I just, for a while I thought I just didn't want to have a tattoo. And then it was like, well, when I get older, I don't want to regret it. Now I feel like if I just had something that was meaningful enough, I would do it. Maybe something like this kid over here, uh, you know, do something with his name or portrait or something someday. Any piercings? No, not anymore. I used to have back in my early college days, late high school, a couple of piercings on my ear, but those days are long gone. OTP, I have no clue what that is. Don't even want to get into finding out what that is. So I'll just say what it reminds me of. It reminds me of OPP. And if you remember the song My Naughty by Nature, OPP, and I think they call it other people's property. Um, some of you older people my age might know what's up with that. Favorite show, I'm mostly a sports guy and a movie guy. So, but shows I put NFL Total Access, that's on NFL Network, NFL Live, that's on ESPN. That's kind of my shows, and any shows around those lines. But the wife records certain shows, and we do end up. She watches them at night, and I'm there, so we watch them together. Chicago Fire, Chicago PD is one that we watch, and Hannibal is another one that we watch. Just came back. Shows I used to watch kind of more on my own before the wife, and she didn't like the show. Was How I Met Your Mother. That was a show I really liked. So, favorite bands. Like when I'm out walking or sometimes even in my car on a drive, because I can do Bluetooth from my phone, I mostly am just a Pandora person these days. I do have Google Music where I have a lot of music saved and I listen to that sometimes too. But most of my stuff I listen to is on Pandora. And for example, the station I listen to the most is Jack Johnson, Pandora station. And they just play Jack Johnson and lots of other beach music and other kind of adult alternative acoustic kind of music, which I like. I also listen to a little bit of Bob Marley or Bob Marley Channel, which goes into reggae. But I'm also up with all the current bands like Imagine Dragons and things like that. Other bands. And I listen to a lot of those kind of bands too. So I listen to anything from Otis Redding to country to, but my main things are more rock and adult alternative and that kind of mode. Something you miss, real food. At this point, I'm almost 3 weeks out. I just miss real food. I want to eat something real. Even if it was just chicken with cheese melted on it, low carb style. Even if it was like broccoli dipped in a little bit of little spray on, can't believe it's not butter, anything. I just want real food. Um, Favorite song? I got a lot of different songs I like, but ones that came to my head, One Republic, Chasing Stars. Uh, I also put honorable mention to a song that it comes on every once in a while and I kind of like. It's called Chocolate by a band called 1975, and I don't even know the words of it, but just the beat and the rhythm of it, I like it. Kind of makes me feel good. How old are you? I'm 33 years old. Zodiac sign is Leo. Quality you look for in a partner? I like a nice smile and a good sense of humor. Favorite quote? Gooch took the one I like, which is the Ferris Bueller's Day Off one. If you guys didn't know what that one was when you watched his video. But another one I love, and this was on a wall in an accounting class, um, and I was like a sophomore in college, and it always just stuck with me as a great one. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. That's by Gandhi. Favorite actor? Not really a great actor, but just funny as heck, and I like all his movies. Is Vince Vaughn. Favorite color is green. Loud music or soft? Depends. Lately, it's more soft beach music because I'm walking around by the beach a lot. So, is that good? He's eating some chicken nuggets. Um, where do you go when you're sad? The beach. Something about walking, especially right next to the beach, you realize how small you are compared to this huge world, and how your little problems, your little issues are nothing compared to how powerful the ocean is, and how powerful this world is. So somehow that always makes me feel good. How long does it take you to take a shower? I'd say 7 minutes. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? About 25 minutes. It's shower, brush my teeth, shave, shower, throw on the suit. That's considering going to work. That's about how much time I at least allow myself. If I'm just throwing on t-shirts and shorts after that, like I usually do, it's less than that. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes, I have. Not many though, couple. Turn on, nice smile, personality, and some physical sex appeal. Let your mind wander on that. But there's some things there. Turn off, bad teeth, and especially snobby attitude. Don't like it. Reason you join YouTube. This channel I made is just for really documenting my journey, something I can look back on myself. Another reason is I really want to help people, at this point. Like I want to help the people that are thinking about surgery or just had it. I really want to be someone who they can at least learn from some of my experiences. And so, and also I like being a part of the community. Fears. I fear. This is kind of a hard one. I thought about it. Of course, there's a fear like, oh, once I lose the weight, to gain the weight back. And I fear. But one I put down is I fear that I'll never find a job or a purpose that I'll be able to use my best attributes on. Everything that I'm good at, it's something I love. Finding something I love. So that's something I fear. Last thing that made you cry, it was a movie that I was watching by myself. I know in my few recent videos I talked about watching a movie by myself. And it's called The Lone Survivor. That's Marky Mark, a military movie based on a true story. That movie's sad at the end, so I gotta admit that one got me. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. So last time you said you loved someone this morning. Said love you to the wife, and she left. Meaning behind your YouTube name. Well, that's pretty simple. My first name. Last book you read. Book, I thought about it. Last book I really read the full thing all the way through is a book I read like my sophomore in college on the side. It was called The Seat of the Soul. And look it up if you want to look it up. It was very interesting. Some of the principles I learned from that book, I kind of continue on today. It's helped me, like I said, have a kind of a higher level of consciousness and awareness. So the book you're currently reading, I do read, but it's like research online and stuff like that. The last show you watched, Hannibal. We watched Hannibal last night. Interesting show if you guys haven't seen it. Last person you talked to, Gavin. Gavin, don't spill your juice. Let me see it. Yeah, I have to talk to him because I'm with him all day today. And if you've never watched a 2.5-year-old boy all day long, you should try it one day. The relationship between you and the person you last texted. My brother, I texted my brother today. Just actually talking about football. It's free agent time, NFL, so he's a Bills fan, I'm a Raiders fan. Favorite food? All right. So favorite food? Sushi. Love sushi. Some way I got to find a way to get that sushi back incorporated in a food I can eat. Without the rice somehow. I don't know how yet, but I got it. Another thing I love is lobster. Who doesn't love lobster dipped in a little butter? Place I want to visit. I want to visit like Jamaica or something like that. Something where the water's warm and clear. Beautiful white sands. Haven't been out and did anything like that, so I have to. Last place I was, as far as vacation visit, Las Vegas. I went to, couple weeks before my surgery, and had a great time. Went there, had fun, gambled, went to a bunch of casinos, saw shows, had good food. It was a really cool experience. Do you have a crush? Yes, my wife. Last time you kissed someone? This morning. Kissed her goodbye before she went to work. Last time you were insulted? Not sure when I've been insulted technically, but probably my boss at work. She has a tendency to be a little rough on everybody and say what comes to her mind without a filter. And I'll just leave it at that. But last time, or favorite flavor of sweet. This is a combination of flavors, which is peanut butter and chocolate. Got to have the two together, peanut butter and chocolate. What instruments do you play? I play acoustic guitar, a little bit, not a whole lot, but I can play a little bit. Favorite piece of jewelry? I don't wear any jewelry. In fact, wedding rings is the only jewelry I even have. I used to wear watches a lot, but now that we do cell phones, I don't really do watches. But I wear the ring for when I go out or when I go to work and stuff like that. But I don't like jewelry. I don't know. Just never haven't. Last sport you played? I play soccer, tennis, football, baseball, everything with this kid. We go out in the yard, or I take him to the tennis courts, the park. So I know that's not legitimately playing, but I'm going to go with that for this. Last song you sang? I'm assuming this is like out in public. I have a tendency to do a little karaoke. Last song I did was "Wanted Dead or Alive" by Bon Jovi. Favorite chat up line? I don't have any funny chat up lines, but I did look some up, and this one I thought was funny. Are you a parking ticket? Because you've got fine written all over you. Have you ever used it? No, just thought it was funny. Last time you hung out with anyone? Hung out with my son yesterday. Gavin, don't yell. Hung out with this guy yesterday. We went to the park. We went to the barn. It's called the Barn in Avila Beach, but it's a kind of a year-round farmers market thing. They got animals. You can buy food and feed them. This guy feeds little mixed vegetables to the animals: cows, emus, goats, sheep, horses, ponies, the whole nine. So he loves it. He got some ice cream. Did you get some ice cream yesterday, Gavin, at the barn? What kind was it? What kind of ice cream?
Strawberry.
It was strawberry. You remember. Okay. I'm going to let you go play it. I'll be almost done, okay? We're going to go mow the yard. All right. Okay, number 50. Who should answer these questions next? Everyone. Everyone answered the questions. So, sorry the video is a little bit distracted with the kid running around, but going to say life's full of choices. Choose to be positive today. Peace.